Wheels. In this video, we will focus on wheels and important characteristics. In detail, we will take a closer look at the different types of the wheel bearing, the wheel tread, and the wheel diameter. So, let's get started. To ensure that wheels always run smoothly, they need some sort of bearing. The bearing is one of the components that helps to determine the running characteristics of the wheel. Depending on the demands that must be met, there are different types of bearings. The three most common types are plain bearing, roller bearing, and precision ball bearing. Each type of bearing offers its own advantages, which come into play in many different applications. Let's have a closer look at them. The plain bearing is the basic form of wheel bearings. This type of bearing is low-priced, shock-resistant, and maintenance-free, but they are also noisy and have a short lifetime. The parts that move relative to each other are always in direct contact. That's why they are recommended for low speeds and short distances, because in constant use, hot running problems can come up. Roller bearings have a high load capacity. Because of the outer circle, heat can be distributed better. Roller bearings are quiet, robust, and have a long lifetime. They have less rolling resistance than plain bearings and therefore slightly better maneuverability. Most of the time they are used for equipment which is moved at low speed, like walking speed. The highest quality solution for wheel bearings is the precision ball bearing. It offers low rolling resistance even under extremely high loads. Precision ball bearings have an extremely low bearing clearance and are therefore quiet. They meet the highest demands in terms of running properties, load carrying capacity, and durability. For this reason, precision ball bearings are perfectly suitable for equipment that is used in technical demanding conditions. They are also often used for heavy-duty casters. The tread. The tread is the part of the wheel that is in direct contact with the ground. Depending on the floor surface on which a transport device is to be used, a different tread is needed. A basic distinction is made between hard and soft tread materials. The hardness of the tread is specified in shore. The harder materials include, for example, plastics such as polyamide or polypropylene. In general, harder wheels have higher load capacities, but can cause floor damage, so they are not recommended for sensitive floors. Harder materials do not absorb shocks that well, and rather directly pass them onto their loads. Unpleasant driving noises can be the result. Softer materials include rubber and polyurethane. In general, softer wheels have a lower load capacity, but are extremely gentle on the floor and have good noise dampening characteristics. These two balls illustrate the differences between hard and soft materials. One is softer than the other one. Now, let's compare them. As you can see, the soft material absorbs shocks very well. This simple rule of thumb can be used to match the floor and the wheel. For a hard floor, use soft wheels, and for a soft floor, use hard wheels. In addition, two different tread profiles are used: convex and flat. Wheels with the convex profile have a lower contact area on the ground and therefore a higher surface pressure and better swiveling characteristics. In contrast to that, flat profiles have a higher contact area and therefore less surface pressure. This causes a better weight distribution and higher load capacity, but also weaker swiveling characteristics. In general, the smaller the contact area, the less force is needed for starting and rolling resistance. Now let's take a look at the diameter of the wheel. The wheel diameter has an impact on rolling resistance, load capacity, and mobility. Smaller wheel diameters need more applied force because of the higher rolling resistance. Larger wheels have a lower rolling resistance. Regarding load demands, this general rule applies to most situations. The higher the load, the bigger the wheel diameter should be. In addition, with larger diameters, obstacles and uneven grounds can be overcome easily. With small diameters, passing obstacles can be difficult. That's why the selection of the wheel requires much more attention than you might think at first glance. Thank you for watching.